This is ABC7 News at 5. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Jacqueline Matter.
And I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. Our top story, more housing could be coming to the Sarasota area as there are some big plans for one of the Suncoast's most popular tennis clubs.
The Bath and Racquet Club is looking to add residential units around the facility and completely upgrade their fitness complex. That's where we find ABC7's Rick Adams live with more details. Rick?
Yeah, guys, as you can see, there are a lot of tennis courts here. There could soon be many homes here as well. Some of the 29 tennis courts at Bath and Racquet Club in Sarasota, most of them clay, could soon be paving the way for 180 townhomes and condos around the club's 12.5-acre property.
We're really looking to be one of the top facilities in Florida. Land-wise, we're looking to add that in to where we have a community of people that are part of the club, part of the community, and really bring a gem back to Sarasota and make this a landmark in Sarasota for people to visit.
Brandon says the goal is to create a residential community that is focused on health and wellness. In addition to the homes, he says there are plans for a major renovation and upgrades to the facility, including to their gym area. Some members we caught up with at the club say they are looking forward to these big plans.
I think that's a great idea. To be able to walk to your tennis court in the morning would be fantastic.
I spend as much of my spare time here as I can, so to have them reinvesting so much into upgrading our facility is just really exciting to all the members here, so we're looking forward to seeing the results.
Dan O'Connor, who is shopping next door at Trader Joe's, says his biggest concern with this proposed development is traffic.
That's all over Florida. You've got growth, you've got people coming in, so they've got to live someplace, so that's the way it is.
City commissioners are discussing the Bath and Racquet Club plans Monday night. If it gets approval, then a public workshop will take place in December. Construction could get underway on these residential units as early as 2019. And the city council meeting about all this gets underway tonight at 6 o'clock at City Hall. Reporting live from Sarasota, I'm Rick Adams. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Rick. The City of Venice is considering the future of the Hamilton building. The building was purchased by the City of Venice last year and has since served as the location of the temporary Venice Public Library while the new building is being constructed. Sarasota County spent $500,000 renovating that building, and now the City of Venice is wondering if that building could serve as a museum once the library has moved out.
Both our residents and our visitors alike enjoy coming here and learning about that history, how it all came together. We have over 40,000 objects in the city's archives. We just don't have the adequate space to be able to display those.
The new library is expected to open late next year. The city is hoping to decide what to do next with the building sooner rather than later, so that way money can be raised if need be.
Well, a chilly start. I don't know how early you're up this morning, but it was pretty cool this morning for everyone getting off on their Monday mornings. Let's get a check on what's happening today with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Yes, I was up this morning early walking the dog, and I tell you, temperatures were on the cool side. I had to go back and get a jacket. It's 77 now, though. It warmed up quite nicely as a result of the easterly wind flow behind that front. Wasn't much to the front in terms of rainfall. We saw it go through yesterday afternoon and did produce some clouds around. 77 right now. The wind out of the east at 9, so that northerly flow has now changed a little bit. The pressure on the rise, 30.05 inches, and high pressure will dominate overnight, so we're looking for fair skies. Not nearly as cool, though, to start things off tomorrow morning. It'll be about almost 8 to 10 degrees warmer than they were this morning. 72-degree water temperature right now into the upper 70s in Sarasota, Inglewood, Northport, Mayaca City at 78, Cortez 76 degrees, mid-70s into Highlands County now. And as far as the winds go, out of the east, northeast in most locations, anywhere from 5 to 10 miles an hour from Parrish to Old Mayaca to Lakewood Ranch, also all the way down to Osprey out of the east at 6 miles an hour. Minnesota, you're at 8 and Northport at 9, and those winds will stay out of the east tonight. Low temperatures are anticipated to be a little bit above average. Beautiful clear skies, though, throughout most of the day. Just some high cirrus clouds kind of ripping on by. We'll let you know about the rain chances. They are increasing this week. Coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Bob. Manatee County Sheriff's deputies are looking for the man who robbed an auto parts store. It happened last night at Advanced Auto Parts in East Bradenton. Deputies say a man armed with a gun took cash and stole a store vehicle. That stolen car was later found about 4 miles away. However, the robber is still at large. Fentanyl is a drug 50 to 100 times more potent than morphine, and it's responsible for killing people across the country and right here on the Suncoast. DEA agents are no longer able to test drugs like fentanyl in the field because some agents have accidentally overdosed themselves while working on a case. Natasha Robin shares why more users are using this drug recreationally and how dangerous it can be.
We have a Tyvek suit. This is a suit which has limited protection against solids and liquids and vapors. Typically we wear this for processing along with a air purifying respirator.
Protective gear, oxygen tanks.
Anybody picking up that radio?
And mask are just a few pieces of equipment now used every time the Drug Enforcement Agency makes a drug bust on suspected fentanyl labs.
And then you that just gave it up, you're going to dig that next opposite corner.
During a mock clandestine lab bust,
Police DEA search warrant! Police DEA search warrant!
DEA agents suited up with protective gear from head to toe to show us what they do. Once inside, they say they usually encounter a drug dealer.
Who are you guys?
Mixing ingredients together to produce fentanyl.
Keep turning!
A dangerous opioid synthetic, often mixed with other drugs. The combination is fueling a deeper addiction across the U.S. Fentanyl has become one of the most prominent killers linked to the nation's drug epidemic.
What did I do? Distributors, drug dealers, they realize that there's a very high profit margin for fentanyl. It takes a very small amount of fentanyl to be equivalent to a normal dosage unit of heroin.
DEA agents say fentanyl is relatively cheap and easy to manufacture. The chemicals used to make it are being shipped, oftentimes through the mail, into the U.S. from China.
So once the chemicals are obtained, it's very easy to mix the chemicals together to then stir it in the necessary manner and for the necessary time, resulting in a finished product of fentanyl.
That finished product looks just like cocaine and heroin.
Commonly, drug dealers are receiving fentanyl and mixing that into heroin or cocaine or amphetamines or methamphetamines and creating a multi-drug compound, resulting in a lot of overdose deaths.
Fentanyl is 50 to 100 times more potent than morphine. This DEA special agent compares the deadly quantities of fentanyl to a packet of Sweet and Low.
So 1 gram of fentanyl powder is 400,000 anesthetic doses used in a hospital, or 392 lethal doses.
So 1 gram of fentanyl can kill 392 people. Visually, compared to a penny, 2 to 3 milligrams of fentanyl will induce respiratory depression and possibly death. Once it's mixed with other drugs, there's no way to know exactly how much fentanyl is present.
I do undercover buys from targets that are distributing heroin, fentanyl, cocaine, crack cocaine.
This undercover agent tells me his job has always been risky, but now the presence of fentanyl in the drugs he's buying makes his job more dangerous than ever.
Before we just had to worry about the bad guy robbing us, kidnapping us, someone pulling a gun on us, but now we have to actually worry about the substance that we're buying. Are we contaminating ourselves and our fellow workers when we bring it back?
That's because fentanyl can be inhaled through the nose or mouth and even absorbed through the skin and eyes.
For obvious reasons, I can't purchase this stuff with protective gear on. But as soon as I get it and get back to a safe prearranged spot, I hand it over and it's immediately packaged. That way it can't contaminate any of us or my co-workers.
What should people really know about this stuff?
I think they should be aware that that might be the last time that they'll use an illegal substance, because you don't know what's in it. Stuff that is out on the street now is highly dangerous and way worse than what it used to be.
Natasha Robin, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
And Florida's opioid epidemic has claimed countless victims right here on the Suncoast, but tonight we take a closer look at the most innocent of them all. A growing number of babies are being born with addictions cultivated by drug use during pregnancy. Infants will start experiencing withdrawals that can include screaming, shaking, and other discomforts. It requires constant attention from nurses and hospital volunteers. The condition is known as neonatal abstinence syndrome and has increased 5-fold over the last decade here in Florida. And both Manatee and Sarasota counties are among the highest NAS birth rates in the state.
It's a very challenging situation in our unit because these are not always babies that come and go very quickly.
Pregnant women are unique in that you can really change their lives because they're motivated.
And tonight at 6, a local mother describes passing down addiction to her baby and the long road towards getting him back. University of Florida researchers say physicians and pharmacists in the state are not taking full advantage of its prescription drug monitoring program. That lack of participation is putting the state at risk of not meeting a federal goal to double the number of providers using the system. 25,000 physicians, 31,000 pharmacists in Florida must register by the end of the year to meet those goals that were set by President Obama. PDMP registration is voluntary in Florida, and the state is behind the national average by about 9.5%.
ABC7 business commentator Richard Stern joins us now. Richard, it is a short week on Wall Street, but it looks like there's some up arrows across the board.
Jacqueline, you got it. We're up across the board to start the week, and in fact, we obviously are closed on Thursday for Thanksgiving, and the stock market is only open until 1 o'clock Eastern time on Friday. Then you can head out to the mall because you won't be able to buy or sell any securities. Sorry about that. But in fact, today was a good day. The high for the day up 98 points. A lot of people looking for news on tax reform. Not sure we're going to get that news this week, but it is very, very quiet. Let's take a look and see how the numbers are. There you see the Dow did finish with a gain of 72 points, 0.3% at 23,430.33. That again on light volume of 588 million shares. The Nasdaq just shy of a new record, up 8 points, just over 0.1% at 6,790.71, again on light volume of 1,367 million shares. The S&P very similar, up 13/100, just over 3 points at 2,582.14. Well, let's hear it for Dow component Verizon. It certainly has been struggling. Shares of Verizon year to date are down 15%, while the S&P 500 is up by 15%. But its shares added almost 2% today after Wells Fargo, the brokerage division of Wells Fargo, increased its investment opinion on the stock to outperform. Also late this afternoon, news came that Verizon was looking to extend its streaming program with the NFL. Put that all together, they think they're going to be able to cut costs and increase revenues. And if you cut costs and increase revenues, that's a pretty darn good formula for doing a whole lot better, and we wish them well.
Well, how about IBM? You have some news on them.
And positive news as well. IBM was up by 1% today after a very positive article about Big Blue in Barron's over the weekend.
Okay. Richard, thanks so much.
You're very welcome.
Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, Florida Fish and Wildlife getting ready to spend more than $500,000 so trash cans are not invaded by bears around the state of Florida.
And Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your first alert forecast. Plus, many people are getting ready for a large Thanksgiving feast. But how many calories will you actually consume? We'll share some tips so you can pre-tox before the big holiday.
The ABC7 Stock Report is brought to you by Sunset Cadillac.
Meet Blue. Blue's not feeling well. The prescription? Generic medication. Blue wonders, do they really work as well as name brands? Yes, generics and name brand medications do work the same. Even though they may look different, generics have the same key ingredients. FDA approval is equally rigorous for generics to make sure they're as safe and effective as name brands. And Blue even saves some green, making him a little less, well, blue. Talk to your doctor about generics and visit fda.gov/generic drugs.
When evaluating the Alfa Romeo Stelvio, Car and Driver magazine said every crossover should be this good to drive. We agree. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
For the last decade, S&S Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from
everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Here's today's job of the day. ABC7 is seeking an account executive to join our winning sales team. This is an outside sales position covering the Tampa DMA. Visit mysuncoast.com/job of the day to apply.
It's the holiday sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKX Sport Utility for $349 per month, or Lincoln's flagship, the 2017 Continental, for $449 per month. We have a great selection of certified pre-owned Lincolns. These vehicles have warranties up to 100,000 miles and come with complimentary roadside assistance. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury. Winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Sun Coast since 1978. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Auto Trader recently said Stelvio can spring from a standstill to 60 miles per hour in 5.4 seconds. A segment best. You deserve the best. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission announcing how it will spend more than $515,000 available this year in a BearWise program. This is all intended to help buy bear-resistant trash cans and strengthen existing containers. Bear-proofing money comes from the state, is going to 7 counties, a Parks Department, and 2 local associations. The largest award will go to Seminole County, which is receiving $189,000 to buy those bear-resistant trash cans for residents in the western part of the county. FWC staff says a majority of the BearWise money requires communities to have ordinances to keep garbage secured from bears looking for food.
By getting access to our trash, they spend more and more time in the neighborhoods. And if they spend more time in neighborhoods, they're going to lose their fear, and that's when we have a public safety issue.
Lawmakers approved $415,000 for the BearWise project this fiscal year, with an additional $100,000 coming from Fish and Wildlife Foundation of Florida through the sale of Conserve Wildlife license plates. So when you buy those plates, you know your money is going to some good use here.
Yeah.
Keeping bears in the woods.
That's where they belong, right?
Yeah.
And on our trash can, I wish we could do the same with raccoons. A lot of
They're good at it too, aren't they?
tipping the cans over. They're getting pretty smart at it too. I'll tell you that. This morning, the cold weather brings them out too. You know, I want to get get some food there and hide it away, I guess, or something. I don't know. But here's a look at our beautiful weather today. We had lots of sunshine to start the morning off with cool temperatures. Temperatures were into the 50s at times. Places. Casey Key webcam showing clear skies right now across the Gulf of Mexico. Seas running less than 2 feet. Pretty nice out there. Winds and seas will pick up a little bit tomorrow. The sun's getting ready to set and should be really quite nice. Again, spectacular evening planner is calling for fair skies through 11 o'clock. Maybe a little cloudiness around 11. Temperatures not as cool as last night, mid-60s, but due to the east wind as opposed to the north wind that we saw all night last night and this morning. 77 and the east wind at 9. The pressure 30.05 is way up there. That continues to rise, and we are expecting a different story tomorrow. We had a lot of sunshine today. Well, the computer forecast model indicating we'll have clouds. We'll have increasing clouds, I think, throughout the morning, so there should be a little sunshine in the morning with a good chance for showers. And there's a chance for an isolated thunderstorm, but it'll be mainly light rain showers, I do believe, moving on through. It shouldn't be anything too significant, but our rain chance is fairly high at 50% for a few passing showers around on Tuesday. Well, temperatures for lows tonight will be at 68 degrees and looks like 73 in Daytona Beach. Again, the highs tomorrow will warm up despite the clouds. We'll see highs in the upper 70s, and it looks as though we will see West Palm Beach get to 81. And then for lows on Wednesday morning, we'll be down into the lower 60s. Now, Wednesday, the rain chance drops down to 20%. Now, we'll bounce back up on Thanksgiving pretty high. It's a 50% in most areas, 60% across portions of the coast. Now, it looks like 71 for a little bit cooler temperatures in Jacksonville on Wednesday. As I mentioned, the systems continue to move in from the Gulf of Mexico. And as far as the futurecast goes, you'll see there's one developing in the Gulf tomorrow morning. You'll see some showers entering from the east, and then these will be pushing off toward the northeast. And that little area of low pressure continues to head in that direction. Now, it doesn't appear that we're going to get much here. All depends on where that low develops and pushes onshore. So we'll keep that rain chance Again, fairly significant for tomorrow afternoon. Then here comes Wednesday. Wednesday looks good throughout much of it. By Wednesday afternoon late, we start to see that next system developing in the Gulf of Mexico, which will work its way along this frontal boundary, and that means clouds on Thanksgiving and on Black Friday. And then a cold front moves through, and it cools off significantly by Sunday and Monday of next week. But right now, things are looking quite nice out there, and some showers down to our south, gathering along that old frontal system near the Keys and also just offshore of Miami. The next low-pressure trough is going to dig down south, and these little disturbances will eventually cause other little pieces of energy to rip off and move across our area on in through the Gulf of Mexico for Thursday and Friday. But out west, they continue to be in that stormy pattern. Temperatures chilly in Boston, 39. The nation's capital, not too bad now at 50, but things are about to change as some colder air set to move in. Billings at 53, Kansas City not bad, 59 degrees. And this is the GFS model. Again, it'll show this purple and dark blue moving in toward the Great Lakes. So there it is. So the big chill is on for those folks. You'll notice that blue gets all the way down into Louisiana and into Alabama as well as Georgia. Well, we'll get some of that cooler air here, especially on Sunday and Monday. You'll notice it on Monday, really, with highs only into the upper 60s to low 70s, but the main cold threat will stay well to our north. For boaters, not a small craft advisory, but again, seas running 2 to 4 feet. Again, the water temperature at 72 degrees, tides upcoming, high tide at 12:14, the low tide will be at 8:48, and sunset will be at 5:37. Mostly cloudy, a 20% chance for showers late tonight. Nothing going on here this evening. 66 for a low. Should be a pleasant evening for your outdoor activities. Tomorrow, look for increasing clouds. A good chance for a few showers. Still warm, though. 78 for your high. Southeast winds turn to the south at 5 miles an hour late in the day. They'll be 10 to 15 out of the southeast throughout the morning. And the extended forecast looks like this. Good chance for showers on, like I said, tomorrow afternoon. And then again, Thursday. Better chance on Friday. And then we turn windy and cooler as we head into a Monday morning. High temperature only 68 on Monday. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. In first alert traffic right now, we're seeing some congestion on Cortez Road eastbound. This is in Bradenton. There is a crash at the intersection with 43rd Street, and that is causing a little bit of backup in that area. Jacqueline?
In health news tonight, has someone ever told you you're hard of hearing, or have you ever had to tell someone to speak up? If you have, you might have a hearing problem. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, an estimated 22 million Americans a year are affected by noise loud enough to be hazardous to their health. If you have to raise your voice to speak to someone an arm's length away, the noise levels around you may be loud enough to damage your hearing. To protect yourself, invest in hearing protection devices such as noise-canceling headphones or earplugs. There are also apps that you can download on your smartphone to monitor decibel levels. Any number over 85 can be harmful. An occasional feeling of pins and needles in your limbs isn't reason to be concerned, but you should contact a doctor if you have that constant sensation in one limb or both feet or both hands. Doctors with the Cleveland Clinic say it may be a sign of a neurological problem, or you may have a pinched nerve in the limb, neck, or your back. Symptoms may be associated with other problems like weakness. When symptoms are constant in both of your feet, it raises concern for peripheral neuropathy, which can be caused by diabetes. Well, it's okay to enjoy your Thanksgiving dinner, but be careful with how much you actually eat. The Calorie Control Council reports the average American consumes 4,500 calories on Thanksgiving. One nutritionist says you should not skip meals the days leading up to Thanksgiving. Stay hydrated so your body doesn't think it's hungry when all it really needs is water. And try going easy on the alcohol in the days before Thanksgiving. As for Thanksgiving Day, start the day with a protein-rich breakfast and have a light lunch before you eat your big dinner. Coming up, a boat left spinning in a large body of water. Why there's a mystery surrounding the incident, which left one person dead and one still missing. And the Atlanta Falcons' former home is knocked down, but some walls are still left standing. How crews will demolish the rest of the iconic building.
We're still in hurricane season. Storms can pop up at a moment's notice. Sometimes it's just rain. Sometimes it's much worse. When severe weather strikes, trust ABC7 First Alert Weather. We're here for you.
The biggest shopping day of the year is here, and Sunset Fiat of Sarasota invites you to experience the ultimate LBD. Long, beautiful drive, of course, because no matter which model you try on, the Fiat 500, the 500X, the 500L, or the gorgeous Fiat Spider, you're going to love the way you look and feel in your new Fiat. Prices starting as low as $13,999 during the Black Friday sales event going on now at Sunset Fiat of Sarasota.
If you're over the age of 50 and considering buying an annuity in the next 60 days, I have some important news for you. Don't buy an annuity until you understand the pros and cons of annuities. A free book to help you maximize your retirement income from television host and three-time author Josh Melberg has been released. This book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms. Grab a pen right now because we are about to offer you this free book that unlocks the 5 little-known secrets we believe baby boomers and seniors should know before buying an annuity. Call 800-307-2040 now and you'll receive a free copy of Josh Melberg's book, Next Gen Annuity Strategies Revealed. As a bonus, we'll also send you the #1 mistakes retirees are making with their investments today, and a free DVD on how you can get up to 33% more income in retirement. Call 800-307-2040 to have your free information kit rushed to your door. Again, that's 800-307-2040.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
There's nothing like this trail in Alabama. It just goes from the northern part of the state to the southern part of the state. We see all kind of different terrains, great value, great fun. We've been coming for 18 years. We started off with a group of 8, grew to 12, and grew to 16. And we love it because where else can you get world-class golf courses with world-class accommodations? To be able to play these type of courses in this environment, and the difficulty keeps us coming back over and over and over again.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
A U.S. service member has been arrested following a deadly vehicle crash in Okinawa, Japan early Sunday morning. Marine Private First Class Nicholas James McLean was driving a truck when he crashed into another car, killing the driver. Service members are now restricted to their bases due to this incident, and alcohol consumption has also been prohibited by all service members on or off bases across Japan.
One man is dead and another missing after some sort of boating mishap in California. Authorities say a fishing boat was found just spinning right in place near Half Moon Bay off San Mateo County. The waters were calm, the weather was nice, so it's not clear what happened to the men. The missing man was believed to have been operating the boat. The identity of the dead boater found has not been released yet. Officials don't believe either man was wearing a life preserver. A famed Atlanta sporting venue comes tumbling down. An implosion took down most of the Georgia Dome this morning. When the dust cleared, 2 sections of the dome's outside walls were still standing. I guess they built it pretty good. The dome was home to the NFL's Atlanta Falcons for 25 years, and it was the only facility in the world to host the Olympics, the Super Bowl, and the Final Four. Mercedes-Benz Stadium, which is right next door, opened just in time for football season this year.
Well, these 2 turkeys have a lot to be thankful for this year. The birds from western Minnesota will be pardoned by President Trump tomorrow. They are already in Washington, D.C., staying at the Willard Intercontinental Hotel as per tradition. Images of the birds in their room were posted to the official White House Instagram and Snapchat accounts. The National Turkey Foundation is picking up the tab, of course. After the pardoning, the birds will join last year's turkeys at Virginia Tech University to live out the rest of their lives. The turkey pardon tradition started in 1947 during the Harry Truman administration. Those birds are living it up these next couple of days.
They should. On nice beds there. Who's cleaning up the mess? That's what I want to know.
I know. All right, well, still to come on your Suncoast News, multiple boil water advisories announced this month in Venice. Why residents are getting these notices more often.
Plus, investigators dig deeper looking into the connections between Russia and President Trump's campaign. We'll have more after this.
Get the best Black Friday deals right now during the Black Friday sales event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Shop the area's largest selection of new Jeep Wranglers. Get KBV's 2017 Best Buy Award overall winner, the Chrysler Pacifica, for as little as $24,999. Or be one of the first to drive away in a 2018 Jeep Cherokee for as little as $19,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota today.
Selfless service is the principle that guides Army National Guard soldiers to be ready whenever disaster strikes. They have a stake in the well-being of the neighborhoods where they live and work. They train part-time to be ready to serve at all times. Selfless service, it's what inspires the men and women of the Army National Guard to be part of something greater than themselves. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more.
Hi, I'm Joan London with A Place for Mom. Over the years, we've helped thousands of families find senior care, and today's senior living communities have never been better, with amazing amenities like movie theaters, exercise rooms and swimming pools, public cafes, bars and bistros, even pet care services. And nobody understands your options like the advisors at A Place for Mom. These are local expert advisors that will partner with you to find the perfect place and determine the right level of care, whether that's just a helping hand or full-time memory care. Best of all, it's a free service. Call today, A Place for Mom. You know your family, we know senior living. Together, we'll make the right choice.
Call A Place for Mom right now to get our free ebook on financing senior care, as well as a free referral for senior living communities in your area. Call 1-800-290-0352. That's 1-800-290-0352.
This holiday season, share the greatest gift of all, peace of mind. Subaru is rated the safest and most dependable automotive brand, and all Subaru models with EyeSight are a 2017 IIHS top safety pick. Now during the Subaru Share the Love event, you can lease the most award-winning small SUV, a new Subaru Forester, for just $219 a month, or get 0% financing with zero down. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.